Okay, so Michelle, you've just come back from Uganda?
Yes.
How'd you get on?
Really, really well. Really good 5-week placement. I stayed in Mbali and I stayed with Canon Titus and his wife Alice. Canon Titus works at St Andrew's Cathedral. So for me it was a very valuable experience to be able to work with Canon Titus and to live with him and his family, so that I could see the 24-hour picture of what his ministry involved.
And do I understand that Titus took his fatherly duties?
He took his fatherly duties very well, yes. He treated me like a member of his family and was constantly looking out for me and making sure that I was well.
So what happened when you went to see the bishop?
So I had a lovely evening with the bishop and his family. And I came back, it was very dark, it was about 10:30, and I remember walking along towards the house and I could see Canon Titus standing on his doorstep in his pyjamas waiting for me to come home. It was brilliant.
Right, so you are the ordinand.
Yes, yes. It was a very good experience of going and being in that position as an ordinand. I really enjoyed some of the upfront stuff that we were doing in the cathedral, being able to preach and to share some of what I wanted to share with the people there. But also learning so much from them as well was really a very good experience for me.
Good. Tell us about 1 Philippians.
Philippians, I preached on Philippians 4 about rejoicing in the Lord, and I remembered that as I was sat there preaching on this passage with a group of people in a bank, I recall that I sat there and remembered actually these people are some of the most joyful people and were such an example to me of being joyful, and I felt a little bit of a fraud sat there preaching on the need to be joyful.
What did you find helped you most in your learning?
I think a mixture of things. Meeting the people were such an example to me. Their joyfulness and thankfulness and just their culture, just who they are, was a very good example. One of the things is when we talked about struggles, one of the things I struggled with, but I also think I learned from, was the timekeeping. And I struggled, I was so frustrated when a meeting started 2.5 hours late. But at the same time, I think I learned quite a lot about being a bit more flexible and not having everything all boxed up and having to run exactly to time, but maybe moving a bit with the needs of the people at that time and in that place. That was a good example to me.
And what did you love the most?
What did I love the most? The country was fantastic, such a beautiful country. But I have to say again, it's the people. Such welcoming and friendly people. And everywhere I went, I just felt so welcome and everyone was so kind to me. Yeah, that was definitely the best.
So, would you go again?
Definitely, yes. Part of the reason I went was wanting to just establish a bit more of a link between Bristol and Mbali. And I feel like I've done that. I've made some really good friends and I would love to go back and just carry that on a bit more.
Good. So when they send a group out, you'd like to go along as an advisor and lead it?
Are you getting some evidence here? I see what you're doing. I shall remain neutral on that question. No, I'm more than happy to go again. Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.